Lyman. Lyman talk about y'all might be asleep. Oh, you remember Lyman Jackson from down home? This is my Uncle Doug.
What you doing up here? I couldn't figure out who that was. I thought you were still down in Mississippi.
Me and Lyman up here selling watermelons. We got a whole truckload out there. A whole truckload of watermelons we done brought up here to sell. Where's Bernice? Hey,
Bernice
Bernice!
up there asleep.
Well, let her get up. Hey, Bernice!
You got to go to work in the morning.
I ain't seen her in 2 years. Hey, Bernice, it's me,
Bernice
Bro
don't
Will.
like all that hollering now. She got to go to work in the morning.
I've been riding in that truck for 2 days. The least you can do is get up and say hi.
Where y'all get that truck from?
That's Lyman's truck. I told him let's get some watermelons and bring them up here.
Boy, Willie said he going back, but I'm gonna stay. See what it's like up here.
You gonna carry me down first.
I told you I ain't going back down there and take a chance on that truck breaking down again. You can take the train back. Hey, tell him, Dogan, he can take the train back. After we sell them watermelons, we have enough money, he can buy himself a whole railroad car.
You got all them watermelons stacked up out there. No wonder the truck broke down. I'm surprised you made it this far on the load like that. Where y'all break down at?
We broke down 3 times. It took us 2.5 days just to get up here. It's a good thing we picked them watermelons fresh.
We broke down twice in West Virginia. First time was just as soon as we got out of Sunflower. We got it going, and then about 40 miles out, she broke down again.
We had to walk about 5 miles just to get some water.
She got a hole in the radiator, but she run pretty good. Sometimes they pump the brake till the catch. Boy, Willie have his door open and be ready to jump when that happens.
Now I think that's funny. I told the nigga I'd give him $10 to get them brakes fixed, but now he think that's funny.
They don't need fixing. Just gotta pump the brake till the catch.
What y'all doing all that hollering for?
Hey, Bernice, Doka said she was asleep. I said the least you could do was get up and say hi.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Coming here with all that noise. I'm surprised they wake up the neighbors with all that noise.
I ain't doing nothing but saying hi. I ain't got in the house good.
That's what I'm talking about. Start all that hollering carrying on before you even hit the door.
Oh, hell, woman, I was glad to see Doka. And you didn't have to come down if you didn't want to. I come 1,800 miles to see my sister. I figured the least you want to do was get up and say hi. But other than that, you can go on back upstairs. Doka, where your bottle at? Me and Lyman want to drink. Oh, you remember Lyman Jackson from down home?
How you doing, Bernice? You look just like I thought you looked.
What y'all gotta come in with all that hollering and carrying on, waking up the neighbors for?
They can come over and join the party. We fixing to celebrate. The ghost of the yellow dog done got sucked.
See what?
When this happened, boy, Willie?
Say he fell down as well. Me and Lyman was over in Stony County when we heard about it. We thought it was funny. A great big old 340-pound man gonna fall down his well.
It reminds me of Humpty Dumpty.
Everybody said the ghost of the yellow dog must have got him.
You can talk that ghost of a yellow dog nonsense if you want to. Somebody down there pushing them people in their wells.
What were y'all doing over in Stone County?
Lyman got some people down there.
My cousin got some land down there. We was helping him.
Got it set up real nice too. We was using Lyman's truck to haul the watermelon, haul all that wood. We got a whole truckload of watermelons out there. And don't wait the bottle at me and Lyman want to drink.
Boy, Willie, where y'all get that truck from?
I told you it's Lyman's.
Where you get the truck from, Lyman?
I bought it.
Where you get the truck from, boy, Willie?
The man told you he bought it for $120. I can't say where he got that $120 from, but he bought that old piece of truck from Henry Porter. Nigga, where you get $120 from?
I got it like you did yours. I know how to take care of money.
Ah, hell, Doka got some of that good whiskey. Don't give Lyman none of that. He liable to get sick.
I've done had good whiskey before.
Lyman bought him that truck so he'd have him a place to sleep. He wasn't down there doing no work or nothing, so the sheriff looking for him. Got Stover looking for him too. He down there ducking and dodging both of them. So I brought him up here and told him, let's come see my sister.
What the sheriff looking for you for, Lyman?
The man ain't asking you no questions. You don't need to know all his business. He my company.
It wasn't nothing. It was just a misunderstanding.
You in my house. You said the sheriff looking for him. I want to know what he's looking for him for. Otherwise, you can go on back out there where ain't nobody gonna ask you nothing.
It was just a misunderstanding. Sometimes me and the sheriff, we don't think alike. So we just get crossed on each other.
I'll be looking for you because you stole that truck.
We ain't stole no truck, woman. I told you Lyman bought it.
Poor Willie and Lyman got more sense than to ride up here, all the way up here in a stolen truck. Now, they may have stole them watermelons, but I don't believe they stole that truck.
You don't even know the man good and you calling him a thief. And we ain't stole no watermelons. Them old man Pitiful's watermelons. He give us all we could load for $10.
So what do you got?
When you and Lyman planning on going back?
Lyman say he's staying, but as soon as we sell them watermelons, I'm going on back.
Well, that's what you need to do. You need to sell them and go on back. I don't like all that loud carrying on around here. Surprised you ain't walked through it.
I was just fixing to get her. Yeah, hang on.
Hey, Bernice, don't like how to holler now.
Don't you be waking that
You
child
going
up.
up there, sit her down, and I ain't seen her in 3 years. She can go on back to bed.
I ain't waking that child up, and y'all need to carry all that howling carrying on down. Just go on back where you belong.
I see Bernice still try to act stuck up.
Bernice all right. She just wants you making all that noise. Work up that sleep, let her sleep till she get up. You can see her then.
I ain't thinking about Bernice. You hear from Wandering Boy? You know Cleopa guy.
Yeah, I heard that. He been about here about a year ago. Coming here with a whole sack of money. Stay here 2 weeks, ain't offer nothing. Bernice asked him for $3 to go buy some food. He got mad and left.
Who's Whining Boy?
That's my Uncle Doka's brother. You done heard me talk about Wandering Boy. He played piano. He done made some records and everything. He's still doing that, Doka.
Oh, yeah. He made 1 or 2 records a long time ago. That's all I've ever known him to make. If you ask him, the way he tell it, he's a big recording star.
They say he stopped down home about 2 years ago. I don't know. They had me and Lama doing them 3 years on Parkland Farm.
He don't ever stay no place long. He come by here about 8 months, go back and one. Ain't stay here but a minute. It'll be about 2 years before you see him again. That's how long it's liable to be before he come by again.
Well, if he left out of here with a whole sack of money, you ain't liable to never see him again until he get broke. You look up one day, he be sitting right out there on your porch there.
Is that the piano?
Ooh, look at here, Lama, look at here. This is what I was talking about. See how it's polished? See how I got all these carvings on it? You will never find you another piano like it.
Yeah, that's real nice.
No, but see how it's polished? See how I got all these carvings on it? My mama used to polish this piano every day. You can get you a nice price for this here piano.
That's all Boy Willie talked about the whole trip up here. I got tired of hearing him talk about that piano.
And all you want to talk about is women. You should hear this nigga, though. Talking about all the women he gonna get when he get up here.
Yes, sir.
Ain't had him none when he was down home, but he gonna get him 100 when he get up here.
Lama, how your people doing down there?
Oh, they all right. They still down there, ain't? Boy Willie trying to get me go back down there and farm with him.
So his brother say he's selling that land to me. I got one part of it saved. I can sell them watermelons, I have the second part. Get Bernice to sell that piano, I have the third part.
Bernice ain't gonna sell that piano.
I'm gonna talk to her. When she see I got a chance to get sell this land, she'll come around.
You need to put that thought out your mind. Bernice ain't gonna sell that piano.
I'm gonna talk to her. She been playing on it.
And you know she don't touch that piano. I ain't never known her to touch that piano since Mama Ola died. That's been 7 years now. She say it got blood on it. She got Marissa playing on it though. Say she can go on and do everything she can't do. She got her enrolled in one of them extra schools down at the Irene Kaufman Settlement House. Say she want Marissa to grow up to be a school teacher. Say she's good enough to play on that, teach on that piano.
Rita don't need to be playing on no piano. She can learn to play the guitar.
How much land Sup got now?
Got me about 100 acres. Good land. He then sold it off piece by piece and kept a good part for himself. But now, he gotta give that up too. His brother come down there from Chicago for the funeral. He up there in Chicago got some kind of business with soda fountain equipment. Called me over to him, talking about how our families been knowing each other for so long and how they've been such good friends and all that. He wanted to sell the land to me. Said he'd rather see me with it than Jim Stokel. Told me he let me have it for $2,000 cash money. Now what he don't know is the most Jim Stokel would give him for it was $1,500. So he trying to squeeze that extra $500 out of me. I thanked him just as nice. Told him what a good man Sutter was and how he had my sympathy and all. And I told him to give me 2 weeks. That's why I come up here. I sell them watermelons, get Bernice to sell that piano, put them parts with the parts I done saved, walk in there, tip my hat, lay my money on the table, and walk on out. This time I get to keep all the cotton. Hire some men to work the land for me, gin my cotton, get my seed, and I'll see y'all again next year. Maybe they'll plant me some tobacco. Or some oats.
You gonna have a hard time getting Bernice to sell that land. You know Avery Brown from down there, don't you? Well, he up here now. He followed Bernice up here after Crawley got killed, trying to get her to marry him. That's why I say you're gonna have a hard time getting. He sent a man past here and everything.
Well, what man?
Some white fella going around to all the colored folks' house buying up all the instruments. He buy anything. Guitars, drums, harmonicas, and pianos. Avery said him pass here. He saw that piano, got real excited. Offered Bernice a nice price. She turned him down, got on Avery for sending him past. He kept on her about 2 weeks until he saw where she wasn't gonna settle. Told her when she decided to settle, to call him first. He'd go one better than anybody offered for it.
Well, how much you offer for it?
Now you know me. She ain't say, I ain't asked. I just know it's a good price.
All you got to do is find out who he is and tell him somebody want to buy it from you. Tell him you can't make up your mind who to sell it to. And if you like Dope say, he'll give you anything you want for it.
That's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find out who that man is from Avery.
It ain't gonna do you no good. She ain't gonna sell that piano.
Bernice ain't got to sell that piano. I'm gonna sell it. She ain't got no more right to it than I got.
Bernice, what's the matter? It's all right. Take your time. What's the matter? What's the matter? It's all right. Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, Lord.
Boy, Willie!
Ain't nobody up here.
Son! He's standing at the top of the steps.
Boy, Willie!
Doctor, what's wrong with Bernice? Bernice, what's wrong with you? Who is you talking to?
She said she seen Sutter's ghost standing on top of the stairs.
Seen what? Sutter? She ain't seen no Sutter.
He's standing right up there.
Bernice dreaming all that. Go on up there and see if you see him, Doctor.
Bernice level headed. I believe her. She says what she seen. She ain't just make all that up. Go on, Bernice.
I was in the bathroom, come out in the room to come back downstairs, and he was standing right there in the hall.
What did he look like?
Let her talk.
He looked like Sutter, that's what he looked like.
Go on, Bernice.
Sutter couldn't find his way from Big Sandy to Little Sandy. Now he's gonna find his way up here to Pittsburgh. Sutter ain't even heard of no Pittsburgh.
Go on, Bernice.
The man ain't never left Marlin County when he was living. Now he gonna find his way up here now that he's dead.
Don't go on, Willie. No more.
I'll tell you this, if Bernice seen him like she thinks she seen it, boy, she still be running.
Don't pay him no mind. Go on, Bernice.
I ain't stopping her from telling it.
Let her talk.
He had on a blue suit. He was standing there, had his hand on top of his head. Seemed like if he took his hand away, his head would fall off.
Did he have on a hat?
Just had on that blue suit. Just had on that blue suit. He kept standing there, looking at me, calling Boy Willie's name.
What are you calling my name for?
I believe you pushed him in that well.
Now what kind of sense that make? You gonna tell me I'm gonna hide out on his land with all the dogs and things he got running around there? Wait till he look down his well just right. Then run over and push him in, a great big old 340-pound man.
So what he calling your name for?
He was looking down his well, woman. Hell, how he know who pushed him? Where was you when Sutter fell down his well? Where was Stoker? Me and Lyman was over in Stoner County. Tell him, Lyman, the ghost of the yellow dog got him. That's what happened to him.
You can talk that ghost of the yellow dog nonsense if you want to. Somebody down there pushing the people in their wells.
The ghost of the yellow dog pushed him. That's what the people say. They found him in his well, and they say it must have been the ghost of the yellow dog. Just like all them other men.
Come talking about he looking for me. What did he come all the way up here for? Hell, if he was looking for me, all he had to do was wait. Could have saved himself a trip. That's all in Bernice's head. Ain't no telling what she liable to come up with next.
Well, Willie, I want you and Lyman to go on and leave my house. Just go on somewhere. You don't do nothing but bring trouble with you wherever you go. If it wasn't for you, Crawley would still be alive.
Crawley what? I ain't had nothing to do with Crawley getting killed. That was his own fault. He had his own mind.
Just go on. Just go on and leave and take Crawley's ghost with you.
I'm going just as soon as I sell them watermelons. But other than that, I ain't going nowhere. Hell, I just got here. Come talking about Sutter looking for me. Sutter was looking for this here piano. He had to die to find out where it was. If I was you, I'd get rid of it. That's the way to get rid of Sutter's ghost, get rid of this here piano.
Boy, Willie, I want you and Lyman to go on and leave. Take all that confusion out of my house.
Don't tell her what kind of sense that meant. Didn't I tell you, Lyman? As soon as Bernice seen me, she was going to come up with something. Now she done come up with this whole story about Sutter so she could tell me to leave her house. Well, hell, I ain't going nowhere till I sell these watermelons.
Well, why don't you go on out there, sell them watermelons, sell them, and go on back?
We waiting for the people to get up. Boy, Willie,
Say if you get out there too early and you wake the people up, they get mad at you. Won't buy anything from you.
You won't be waiting long. You done let the sun catch up with you. This is the time people be getting up around here now.
Joker, come on so I can go and get Martha up. I gotta get ready myself. Boy, Willie, I done told you what to do. Go on and leave my house.
Well, if you see Sutter up there, you tell him I'm down here waiting on him.
What if you see him again?
That's all beneath his head. Ain't no chill. Tell him what you liable to come up with next. Doc, I told you ain't nothing up there.
I'm just glad he didn't say he was looking for me.
I wish I would see Sutter. Give me a chance to put a whooping on him.
You ought to stay up here with me. You be down there working his land. You might come looking for you all the time.
I ain't thinking about no Sutter, and I ain't thinking about staying up here. You stay up here. You think you ain't got to work up here. You think this the land of milk and honey. But I ain't afraid of no work. I'm going back there and farm every acre of that land. See, Doka, I told you ain't nothing up there.
I believe Bernice seen something. She says she seen Sutter in a suit. I believe she ever seen Sutter in a suit. I believe that's what Sutter was buried in. That's what she saw.
Well, let her keep on seeing him then, as long as he don't mess with me. I heard about you, Doka. I hear you got all the women looking for you down home. Say they be fighting one another for you to come on and stay with her. Look at him lying, he knows it's true.
I ain't got nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with them at all. Ever since I got rid of Corinne, I don't let them women get a hold of me. I'll be staying down at Jack Slattery's place when I'm down there. All them women want is someone with a steady payday.
That's not what I hear. I hear every 2 weeks the women put on their dresses and they line up down there at the railroad station.
I used to go down there. I only get down there once a month. I used to be down there every 2 weeks. But they be switching me around. They switching all the fellas around nowadays.
Doka can't turn that railroad loose. He was working that railroad when I was walking around crying for sugar cakes. My mama used to brag on him, boy.
I'm cooking now. I used to line track. I pieced together the yellow dog stitch by stitch. Rail by rail. I line track up all around there. I line track around Sunflower County and Clarksdale. Put my whiskey down.
Well, how long have you been with the railroad now?
27 years. Now, let me tell you what I learned after 27 years of railroad. See, up here you got north. There you got west. Down over here you got south, and over there you got east. Now you can start anywhere. Don't matter where you at. You got to go one of them 4 directions. Now you would think that was simple. You think people would understand that. But you'd be surprised how many people wanting to go north, get on a train going west. Now, why are they leaving? They leaving because their sister's sick. They leaving because they're afraid to kill someone, and they sitting right across from someone that's leaving to keep from getting killed. They going because they can't get satisfied. They going to meet someone. I don't know how many times I've done seen that where someone wasn't at the station when they were there. In between the time they sent the telegram and the time they get there, they done forgot all about them. Now, they got so many trains out there, they have a hard time keeping them from running into each other. They got trains going every which way. Got people on all of them. Somebody going where someone just left. Now, I believe if everybody just stayed in one place, this would be a better world. Now, another thing. I believe this and I learned this. If the trains stay on the track, it's going to get where it's going. It might not be where you two going, but it's going to get there. And if it ain't, you just sit there and wait. It'll come back around for you. Now, another thing I learned.
What you got cooking over there, Doka? Me and Lyman's hungry.
Go on down to Wildland Kirkpatrick to Ernie's restaurant. You can get coffee for a nickel, 2 eggs, sausage, and grits for 15 cents. And he give you a biscuit too.
No, that look good what you got there. Give me a little piece of that grilled bread.
You know what? Here, go on and have the whole piece.
Here you go, Lyman. You want to Hey, sugar! How she doing? Look at her, Doka. She done got bigger. Ain't she done got big?
Yeah, she getting up there.
How you doing, sugar?
Fine.
Look at her being all shy. I remember you. You was a little old thing last time I seen you. You remember me, don't you? This your Uncle Boy Willie from down south. That there's Lyman. He my friend. We come up here to sell watermelons. You like watermelons? We got a whole truckload out front. You can have as many as you want. What you been doing?
Nothing.
Oh, look at her getting all big. How old is she?
11. I'm gonna be 12 soon.
Did you say hi to Lyman? That there's Lyman.
Hi.
How you doing? You look just like your mom. I remember you when you was just in diapers.
You gonna come down south and see me? Uncle Bo Willie gonna get him a farm. Gonna get him a great big old farm. I'll get you down there. I'll teach you how to ride a mule. Teach you how to kill a chicken too.
I seen my mama do that.
Oh, ain't nothing to it. You just grab him by his neck, then you twist it. Then you get you a real good grip on him now. You won't run away. And then you just ring him around real good, and then you throw him in the pot. Have you some good eating there. What kind of food you like?
I like everything, except don't like those black-eyed peas.
Uncle Doka tell me your mama got you playing on this piano. Come over here and play something for me. Show me what you can do. Oh, don't be shy now. Here. Uncle Bo Willie give you a dime. This dime said you can't be back. Now come on over here and play something. Thank you, girl. Oh, girl, move. Let me show you something. You see this? This is what they call the boogie woogie. So you can dance to that. Any kind of dance you want to do, you can get up and dance to that right there. It'll hold you up too. Now you see what I'm doing now? You see how I'm doing this? You're going to do it. Ain't nothing to it.
I got to read it on the paper.
Girl, you don't need to read it on no paper. Just do like I just did there.
I got it.
Uncle Bo Willie gonna get you a guitar. Have Uncle Doka teach you how to play that. You don't need to read no paper to play on your guitar. Did you?
Get on up here so you can be on time. Don't trying to take advantage of company.
Did your mama ever tell you about this piano? You know how these pictures got on here?
She said it just always been like that since she got it.
You hear that, Doka, and you up in the house with Bernice.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't get in the way of her raising her.
You tell your mama to tell you about this piano. And if she don't, I will.
Miranda,
I gotta get ready to go.
She done got bigger, Doka. You remember her, Lonnie?
Yeah, she used to be real little.
Hey, Avery, come on in. Reach
Look at here. He don't know what to say. He wasn't expecting to see me all the way up here.
Boy, what you doing up here?
Look at him, Lyman.
Is that Lyman Johnson?
Yeah, that's Lyman.
Avery, Bernice will be down in a minute.
Doctor said you a preacher now. What we supposed to call you? Reverend? When'd you get to be a preacher, nigga?
Avery said he's gonna be a preacher so he don't have to work.
I mean, when you was down there on the Wilshire place, wasn't thinking about no reverend then.
That must be your truck out there with all them watermelons. I was wondering what that truck was doing out in front of the house.
Yeah, me and Lyman up here selling watermelons. That's Lyman's truck.
Bernice said y'all going by the bank today?
Yeah, I got a half day off work. Got an appointment with the bank to talk about a loan to start my church.
Lyman said preachers don't have to work. What kind of work you do, nigga?
Avery got him a good job. Working down one of them skyscrapers downtown.
Yeah, I'm working down at the golf building running an elevator. Got a pension and everything. They even give you a turkey at Thanksgiving.
How you know the rope ain't gonna break? Ain't you scared the rope's gonna break?
Oh, that's steel. They got steel cables to hold it up. Take a whole lot of breaking to break that steel. Ain't nothing but a little old elevator. Now, you couldn't get me up in one of them airplanes. Couldn't pay me to do nothing like that.
Now that'd be fun. I'd rather do that than ride in one of them elevators.
So how many of these watermelons you want to buy?
Oh, I'm seeing you got a whole truckload. I thought you'd give me one.
I'll say you want it. I'll give you 2 for $1.
Can't eat but one. How much are you?
Oh, hell, nigga, just take as many as you want. Just leave some for me and Lyman to sell.
I can't eat but one.
How'd you get to be a preacher anyway, Avery? I think I want to be a preacher one day. Have everybody call me Reverend Boy.
Well, it come to me in a dream. The Lord called me, told me he wanted me to be the shepherd of his church. That's what I'm going to call my church. The Good Shepherd, Church of God in Christ.
Avery, go on and tell me what you told me. Tell them about the 3 hobos.
No, Avery. Boy Willie don't want to hear all that.
I do. Lots of people say your dreams can come true.
No, you don't want to hear about all that.
Go on, tell them what you told me. Tell them about the 3 hobos. I told him you was a preacher. He didn't believe me.
Well, it come to me in a dream, see. I was sitting down by the railroad yard watching the trains come in. The train stops. These 3 hobos get off. They say they had just come from Jerusalem and they were on their way to Nazareth. They had 3 candles. They give me one, told me to light it, but to be certain not to let it go out. Next thing I look around, I'm standing in front of this house. Something told me to knock on the door. I knock on the door, this old woman answers. Tells me she'd been waiting on me. She takes me in this room full of all kinds of different folk. They looked like everybody else except they had heads like sheep and they were making noises like sheep make. Then I heard somebody call my name and I look around and them same 3 hobos are standing there. They told me to take my clothes off. They give me a blue robe with gold thread. They washed my feet and combed my hair. Then they showed me these 3 doors and told me to pick one. Well, I walked through one of them doors and that flame leapt off that candle and my whole head felt like it was a fire. Look around again and there's 4 or 5 other guys standing there in these same blue robes. We heard a voice tell us to look out across this valley. We look out across the valley and the valley is full of wolves. Then the voice tells us that these sheep people, the one I seen in the other room, they had to make it to the other side of this valley and somebody had to lead them. Then another voice says, who will go for me? Who shall I send? And I found myself saying, Lord, here I am, send me. That's when I met Jesus. I knew right then and there that I'd been saved and filled with the Holy Ghost. Took a little while before I could accept all that, but then again, in a lot of little ways, the Lord showed me that it was true. And I became a preacher.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see why you're gonna call it the Good Shepherd Church. You dream about them sheep people and all. I can see that easy.
Doka said you sent a white man past there to take a look at that piano. Said he going to all the color folks' house buying up their musical instruments.
Oh, Bernice don't want to sell that piano. After what she told me about it, I see why she don't want to sell it.
Well, what's his name?
Oh, that's been a while back now. I done forgot his name. He gave Bernice a card with his name and telephone number on it, but I think she thrown it away by now.
Oh, Ruth, go on back up there and get my purse. Wipe that grease off your forehead. Hurry up now. Hey, look at you. You done got all dressed up. You look nice. Bo Willie, I told you to go on out there and sell them watermelons.
Lyman done got sleepy. We liable to get some sleep first.
I ain't sleepy.
With all them watermelons out there, you think you'd been gone by now.
We gonna go in a minute. We going.
Joker, we gonna stop over at the Logan Street Market. You want anything?
Yeah, why you going over there? Pick up some ham hocks. Get the smoked ones. They ain't got them, get the fresh ones. If they don't get the fat, the ones with all the fat up under the skin, get the long ones, they nice and lean. Get them smoked ones, get them short ones unless they smoke. If they ain't got that, get the fresh ones. If they ain't got that, get the long ones, they nice and lean. If they ain't got the smoke, go ahead and get the short ones. Oh, while you at it, go ahead and get some turnip greens. I got some buttermilk. You might as well get some cornmeal too. I got some corn. I'll make some cornbread, cook them turnip greens when y'all get back.
We gonna take the sheets off?
No, Avery and I are going to drop you off over at the settlement house. And I want you to mind them people and watch your manners and don't be showing your color. Now, Boy Willie, I done told you what to do. Doka, we'll see you later.
I'll see you again, Boy Willie.
Yeah. Hey, Bernice, what's the name of that man Avery sent past here said he gonna buy that piano?
I knew it. I knew it the moment I saw you that you was up to something.
So his brother say he's selling the land to me. That's why I come up. I got one part of it saved. I sell the watermelons. I had me the second part. we go on sell this piano, I have the third party.
But Willie, I ain't selling that piano. And if that's what you come up here for, you can forget about it. Joker, I'll see you later. Bo Willie ain't nothing but a whole bunch of mouth. I ain't paying him no mind. If he come up here thinking he gonna sell that piano, then he didn't come up here for nothing.
Hey, Lonnie, ready to go sell these watermelons? Hey, Doka, if Bernice don't want to go on and sell this piano, tell her I'm going to come in here and cut it in half and go on and sell my half. Let's go.
They say the ghost of the yellow dog and got settled, huh? That goes to show you, I believe I always live right. They say every dog gonna have his day. Time it come around, come back to you. I know the truth of that. I've seen it 1,000 times. But I tell y'all right, if I see Sutter's ghost, I'll be on the first thing I find with wheels on it.
Fine, boy.
And another thing, Bernice ain't selling that piano.
That's what she told him. Boy, Willie and Lima been around here 3 days trying to sell them watermelons. Trying to get out to where the white folks live. Truck keep breaking down. They go a block or two, it break down again. Trying to get out to Squirrel Hill, can't get around the corner. He said as soon as he get that truck empty where he can get that piano up in there, he gonna come up in here and sell it.
What about them boys Sutter got? How come they ain't for him in that lane?
Oh, one of them up here, one of them going to school. Come up north here to go to school. The other one, he ain't got as much sense as that frying pan over yonder. Is the dumbest white man I've ever seen. He'll stand up in the middle of the river and watch it rise till it drown him.
Other than seeing Sutter's ghost, how's old Bernice doing?
Oh, she all right. Still got Crawley on the mind. He been dead 3 years now. What you need to do is go out here and let one of these fellas out here get a whole handful of whatever she got. She doesn't act like it got precious though.
They always told me, any fish you bite, you got good bait.
She think it's too good. She think it's better than she is. You know Avery Brown? He up here trying to get her to marry him. She keep turning him down, but he keep asking her. You know he preacher now. To hear him tell it, the Holy Ghost sat on his head and opened up the heavens. And the Lord called out his name and told him to go out and preach and tend to his flock. That's what he's going to call his church, the Good Shepherd Church.
They had that joker down on Spirit walking around talking about him Jesus Christ. He gonna live the life of Christ. Went through the Last Supper and everything. Rid him a mule rode through town. Did everything. Talking about him Christ. Did everything till they got to their crucifixion part. Got to that part, told everybody to go home, quit pretending. Got to that crucifixion part and changed his mind. Had all them folks come down there to see him get nailed to the cross. I don't know who the worst fool, him or them. Had all them people come down there, even went up the hill with this little cross. Had them folks down there waiting on him. He stopped everything, preached a little sermon, and told everybody to go home. Had nerve tell them to come back on Easter Sunday to celebrate his resurrection.
I'm surprised Avery ain't trying something like that. He doing every little thing he can to get him a congregation. They meeting down his house till they get him a church.
Don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with being a preacher. You got preacher on one hand, gambling on the other. Sometimes ain't too much difference in it.
How long you been down in Kansas City?
Since I left here, I got tired of this old gal down there. You know Cleopatra died.
Yeah, I heard that. I was real sorry to hear that the last time I was down there.
Yeah, a friend of hers wrote and told me about it. I got the letter right here. I was down in Kansas City when she sent this letter to me. Told me Cleopatra had died. Her name's Willa Bryant. She says she know our cousin Rupert. Dear Whining Boy, I am writing this letter to you to let you know Miss Cleotha Holmes passed away on Saturday, 1st of May. She departed this world in the loving arms of her sister, Miss Alberta Sanders. I know you would want to know this, and am writing as a friend of Cleotha. There have been many hardships since last time you've seen her, but she survived them all, and to the end was a good woman whom I hope have God's grace and is in his paradise. Your cousin Rupert Bates is my friend also, and he gave me your address, and I pray this reaches you about Cleotha, Miss Willa Bryant, a friend. I was down in Kansas City when I heard about it. I didn't even know she was sick. I believe it was that yellow jaundice. You know that's what killed her mom.
Now, Cleotha was, what, 40-something?
She was 46. I got her about 10 years. You know, I used to run around down there. Could nothing keep me still. Much as I love Cleotha, I loved around. Couldn't nothing keep me still. Man, we got married, and we used to fight about that all the time. One day she told me to leave. Told me she loved me before I left. She said, Whining Boy, you have a home as long as I have mine. And I believe in my heart, I always felt that, and that kept me safe.
Cleotha always did have a real nice way about her.
Man, that woman was something. I used to thank the Lord. Many a night I look back over my life and say, at least I had Cleotha. When it like nothing else was going right, I say, thank God, at least I had that. If ever I go anywhere in this life, I'd have known me a good woman. And that used to hold me to the next morning. What you got, man? Give me a nip. I know you got something stuck up in that room.
You want to come up here and drink up all your whiskey, then you want to ask me what I got?
I got plenty of money. Give me a nip. You hear from Corinne?
Yeah, no, she up in New York. I let her go from my mind.
Man, she was something back then. She wasn't all that pretty, but she had a way of looking at you, man. You know that was a whole lot of women there. You married her, snatched her from us. We was all mad at you.
Yeah, she up in New York, that's what I hear.
Oh, hell, we was just talking about you. Don't say you left out of here with a whole sack of money. I told me we weren't going to see you till you got broke.
What you mean you broke? I got a pocket
Y'all
full of money.
get that truck fixed?
We got it running about halfway out there, then it broke down again. Then Lionel went out there and messed it up some more. Man said we got to wait till tomorrow to get it fixed. Say he never runs like me. Lionel gonna go out there and sleep in that truck so them folks don't take them
I
water.
don't make nothing. You go down there and sleep in
You
it.
was sleeping in that room, nigga. I don't know nothing about sleeping in no
I ain't
truck.
sleeping in no truck.
Well, hell, let them take all the water then. I don't care. Water, but where you been? What you been up to?
Man, I've been down in Kansas City.
Oh, you remember Lama Jackson?
Yeah, I used to know his dad.
Don't say you don't never leave no address for nobody. See, we gotta depend on your whim. See, when they strike you to pay a visit.
What you talking about? Man, I got 4 or 5 addresses.
Doka said Bernice asked you for $3 and you left on out of here mad.
Bernice tried to rule over you too much for me. It wasn't about no $3. That's why I left.
Well, where you getting all these sacks of money from? I need to be with you. Doka said you left out of here with a whole sack of money. Go on, turn some of it loose on me.
Man, I was going to ask you for $5.
I ain't got no money. I'm trying to get me some. Doka tell you about something? Ghost of Yellow Dog got him. Bernice done seen his ghost and everything. He right upstairs. Hey, sir! Find the boys here. Come on, get you a drink.
How many of them make now the Ghost Yellow Dog and got?
About 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm not sure.
Let's see, you got Ed Saunders, Howard Peterson, and Charlie Webb.
Robert Smith, that fella shot Becky's boy. Say he's stealing peaches.
You talking about Bob Mallory.
Bernice says she don't believe that and all of that about the ghost of Yellow Dog.
Bernice ain't got to believe. I don't care if she believe or not. You ask them white folks in Sunflower County if they believe. You ask Sutter if he believe. I done been to where the Southern Cross the Yellow Dog and called out their names. We talked back to you too.
What they sound like? The wind or something?
You been down there for real, Whining Boy?
1930, July 1930, stood right there on that spot. It looked like nothing was going right in my life at the time. I figured it can't go wrong all the time. I figured I'd go ask the Yellow Dog for some help, see if they can help me out. I stood right there where them two railroads cross each other. I stood right there on that spot and called out their name. They talked back to me too.
People say you can ask him questions. They talk to you like that?
Some things you got to find out on your own. I can't say how they talk to nobody else. But to me, it just filled me in a strange sort of way to be standing right there on that spot. I didn't want to leave. It seemed like the longer I stood there, the bigger I got. I seen that train coming towards me. I didn't want to move. But some told me, go and get on out the way. That train went on past, and I started to go back up there and stand some more. But some told me not to do it. I left there feeling like a king. Had a stroke that run me for 3 years, so I don't care, Bernice, believe it or not. I know because I've been there. Don't could tell you about the ghost of Yellow Dog.
I'm trying to talk all that stuff with Bernice. Avery got her tied up in that church. She just thinks a whole lot of nonsense.
Bernice don't believe in nothing. She just thinks she believes. She believes if it's convenient for her to believe, but when that convenience run out, she ain't got nothing to stand on.
Nah, don't be getting on Bernice. Don't could tell me you talking about selling that piano.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Doka, I got the name of that man Avery was talking about from that fella that's fixing them truck. Say everybody know. So you can keep buying anything you can make music with. I got his name and his telephone number. Wonderful. So his brother said he's selling that land to me. I got one part of it saved. I sell the watermelons, get Bernice to sell that piano, put them parts of the park out and save. Shoot.
That land ain't worth nothing no more. The smart white man's up here in these cities. He cut the land loose and stepped back and watched you and the dumb white man argue over it.
Now, how you know Sutter's brother ain't sold that land already?
He said he waiting on me. He said he give me 2 weeks. That's why I come up here. Said he want to see me with it.
You know well as I know, that man gonna sell that land to the first person and come up and hand him some money.
That's just who I'm going to be. Look, y'all ain't got to know he's selling land to me. I know, okay? Jim Stover already done tried to buy the land from him. We told him no. He said he waiting on me. He waiting on me. Hey, Doka, I see Wonderboy got his glass. Me and Lyman want to drink. Hey, Wonderboy, what you doing down there in Kansas City? What they got down there?
Oh, I hear they got some nice looking women in Kansas City. I sure like to go down there and find out.
Man, them women down there something else.
Y'all want to sit here and drink up all my whiskey? You better leave the $1 on the table when you get up.
Oh, you ain't doing nothing but showing your hospitality. I know we ain't got to pay for your hospitality.
Don't tell me they had you and Lyman down there on Parkland Farm. You know that's my old stomping ground.
Yeah, me and Lyman was down there in Hollywood for Jim Miller keeping us a bit on the side. Some fellas seen us and tried to run us off it. That's when Crowley got killed. Put me and Lyman in the penitentiary.
The ambush just right there with the road dipped down around the bend of the creek. Crawley tried to fight them. Me and Boy Willard got away, but the sheriff got us. Said we was stealing wood. He shot me in my stomach.
Round him up, put him in jail for not working.
How they find me? $100. Mr. Stovall come and paid my $100. Then the judge say I gotta work for him to pay him back his $100. I told him I'd rather take my 30 days. They wouldn't let me do that.
As soon as Stovall turned his back, Lyman was gone. He down there ducking Stovall, got the sheriff looking for him too. He's sleeping in that truck, ducking and dodging both of them. So I brought him up here, told him let's come see my sister.
I told Bo Willie I'm staying up here. I ain't going back with him.
Ain't nobody twisting your arm. You can do what you want to do.
I gotta go back down there. I'll go back with you. You gonna take the train? I'm taking the train.
They'll treat you better up here.
I ain't worried about nobody mistreating me. They treat you like you let them treat you. They mistreat me, I mistreat them right on back. Ain't no difference between me and the white man.
Ain't no difference in how they supposed to treat you. I agree with that. But I tell you the difference between the colored man and the white man. When you take and eat some berries, right? They taste real good to you. So you go back up there, you figure I'll go get me a whole pot of them berries. I'm gonna cook them up, make me a pie, whatever. But you ain't look to see them berries in a white fella's yard. Ain't got no fence around it. You figure somebody wants something, they fence it in. All right. White man come along and say, that's your land, but everything that grown it belong to me. So he tell the sheriff, I want you to arrest that nigga as a warning to the rest of them niggas. Otherwise, all the niggas gonna try to come here and get the stuff that belong to us.
I'll come back at night while he was asleep and haul off his whole patch.
All right. Now, Mr. So-and-so, he said, John, that's your land. But them berries, they mine. And come time to pick them, I'm sending my boys over there to get them berries. So, he tell you, that's your land. You paid for it, it's all yours. But them berries, I'm keeping them. They're mine. He fixed it with the sheriff. That them's his berries. Now that is the difference between the colored man and the white man. The colored man can't fix nothing with the law.
I don't go by what the law say. Hell, the law liable to say anything. I go by if it's right or not. Take a look at it for myself.
That's why you're gonna end up back down there on Parchment Farm.
I ain't thinking about no Parchment Farm. You more liable to end up back there before me.
Ah, they work you too hard down there. All that weeding and hoeing, chopping down trees. I didn't like all that.
You ain't gotta like your job on Parchment. Tell him, Doka, only one gotta like his job is the water boy.
And if you don't like your job, you need to set that bucket down there.
That's what they told Lyman. He had Lyman down there on water and everybody got mad at him because he was late.
Oh, that water was heavy.
They had Lyman down there singing. Oh Lord, bird, oh Lord, gal, oh Lord, bird, oh Lord, gal, well I go ahead and marry, don't ya? Wait on me, oh I go ahead and marry, don't ya? Wait on me, well I might not, won't ya, when I go free, oh I might not, won't ya, when I go free, well oh Lord, bird, come on, Doka. Doka know this one. Oh Lord, gal, oh Lord, bird, oh Lord, gal, raise 'em up higher, let them drop on down, oh raise 'em up higher, let them drop on down. Well, I don't know the difference when the sun goes down. Oh, I don't know the difference when the sun goes down. Well, I buried her in Meriden and she living at ease. Oh, I buried her in Meriden and she living at ease. Well, I'm on no Parchment, got to work or leave. Oh, I'm on no Parchment, got to work or leave. Well, Parchman Farm. They asked me, say, you Doka Boy's nephew? I said, yeah, me and him is family. They treated me real good after that. I told them, yeah, he my uncle.
I don't want to see none of them niggas no more.
I don't want to see them niggas no more neither. Hey, Wonder Boy, go on and play some piano. You a piano player. Me and Llama want to hear you play.
Man, I get that piano up.
Now, why you want to tell something like that?
And that is the best thing I could have done, getting rid of that piano. Walk around with that piano on my back, I'm just getting slower and slower, like molasses. Best thing I could have done was get that piano up. And I don't wish that on nobody, because you think it's all fun being recording stuff. Ain't but so many roads you can go. Ain't but so many roads wide enough for you and that piano. And it's just getting heavier and heavier. You go someplace, they find out you play the piano, first thing they want to do is get you some whiskey, find a piano, sit you down. You're going to be there for the next 8 hours. They ain't going to let you up. Now, don't get me wrong. First 3-4 years of that was fun. You can't get enough of that whiskey. You can't get enough of the women. And you'll never get tired of playing that piano. That only lasts so long. You look up one day, you hate the whiskey, you hate the women, and you hate that piano. But that's all you got. You ain't got nothing else. All you know how to do is play that piano. So who am I? Am I me? Or am I the piano player? Sometimes the only thing to do is shoot the piano player because he the cause all the troubles I'm having.
Now, what you gonna do when your troubles get to be like mine?
If I knew how to play it, I'd play it. That's a nice piano.
We're planning on a better plan than quick. So his brother say he's selling that land to me. I got one part of it. I sell them watermelons, I get the second part. I get the watermelons out that truck.
Bernice ain't gonna sell that piano. I don't see why you don't know that.
What's she gonna do with it? That piano can't do nothing but sit up here. That piano ain't doing nobody no good.
That's a nice piano. If I knew how to play it, I'd play it. You get a nice price for this piano.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. Lyman don't know this. I'm gonna tell you why Wonder Boy and me say Bernice ain't gonna sell that piano.
Bernice ain't got to sell the piano. I'm gonna sell it. She ain't got no more right to it than I got.
I'm talking to the man. Let me talk to the man. Now, to see, to understand why we say that, to understand about this piano, you've got to go back to slavery times. See now, our family was owned by a fellow named Robert Sutter. That was Sutter's grandfather. Now, see, this piano was owned by a fellow named Joel Nolander. He was one of the Nolander brothers from down Georgia way. See, all right. He was coming up on Sutter's wedding anniversary. He was looking to buy his wife. Miss Sophia was her name. He was looking to buy her an anniversary present. Only thing is, Sutter ain't had no money. All he had was some niggas. So he asked Mr. Nolander if he could see if maybe he could trade off some of his niggas for this here piano. Mr. Nolander agreed, but only he said he wanted to pick. He didn't want Sutter to just give me any old niggas. He wanted to pick of the living. So Sutter called his niggas up to the house and lined them up, and Mr. Nolander looked over. And out of the whole bunch, he picked our grandmother. Her name was Bernice, same like Bernice. And he picked our daddy when he was nothing but a little boy 9 years old. All right. So the trade's complete. And Miss Sophia see her piano, and she got so happy. The only thing it would get to be was that she played this piano every day. That's all.
Just get up in the morning, get all dressed up, sit down, and just play that piano.
All right. Time go along. Time go along. Miss Sophia got to missing our grandmother. The way she would cook for her and clean and talk to her and whatnot. And she missed having our daddy around to fetch things for her. So Miss Sophia went to go see Mr. Nolander to see if maybe she could trade this piano back and get her niggas. Only thing is, Mr. Nolander said no. A deal was a deal. Him and Sutter had a big falling out. That's why when Mr. Nolander offered to buy our grandfather, He told him no. He wouldn't sell him, couldn't afford him. He didn't have enough money to buy him. So, Mr. Sutter called our granddaddy. His name was Boy Charles. Called him up there, he was a worker of wood. Told him he could make anything. Make you a desk, a table, a lamp, he could make anything. And all them white fellas around there, they'd come up to Mr. Sutter's and ask him to make something for them. And they would pay Sutter a nice price. Because you see, everything our grandfather made, Mr. Sutter owned because he owned him. Again, that's why when Mr. Nolander offered to buy him to keep the family together, Sutter wouldn't sell him. He said he couldn't afford him. Now, he called our grandfather up to the house and told him he wanted to carve a picture of our grandmother, Mama Bernice, and our daddy on the piano. He took and carved all this. See, he carved his daddy, Boy Charles, and his mama, Mama Esther. Then here he got where him and Mama Bernice got married. Call that jumping the broom. That's how they got married back in them days. And over here, it's a picture of our daddy when he was born. And right here, it's a picture of Mama Esther's funeral. And down over here, he got where Mr. Nolander took Mama Bernice and our daddy on down to Georgia. Now, when Mr. Sutter saw this piano with all these carvings on it, he got mad. He didn't ask for all that. But there wasn't nothing he could do. Because when Miss Sophia saw it, she got happy. She took back the, now she had her piano and her niggas. And she took back to playing that piano every day, right to the day she died. All right. Our brother Boy Charles, that's Boy Willie and Bernice's daddy, he wanted this piano back. He said as long as Sutter had it in his house, he had us. That's all he got to talk about. As long as Sutter had it, he had us, we were still in slavery. He said he wanted to take it out of there. He talked about it 2 or 3 months and let it go. Come back, talk about it again. Boy Willie and I tried to talk him out of it. But on the 4th of July, 1911, when Sutter was down at the picnic, what the county give every year, Boy Willie and I went with Boy Charles down to Sutter's house. And took this here piano out of his house. One of the boy and I loaded it up on the wagon and carried it on over to the next county where Mama Ola's people were. Now, Boy Charles stayed there at Sutter's house, waiting on Sutter to get there, just like business as usual. Now, I don't know what happened when he got there and when he saw that piano was gone, but somebody set Boy Charles' house on fire. Now, he wasn't there. He must have seen them coming, because he went on down to catch the 357 Yellow Dog. He got one on one of them box cars with 4 of them hobos, but he didn't know they was going to stop the train. They stopped the train and got on that box car. And when they couldn't find that piano, they set that box car on fire, killed all them men in there. Now, nobody knows who did it. Some say it was Sutter because of his piano. Some say it was Sheriff Carter. Others say it was Robert Smith or Ed Saunders. But nobody knows for sure. 2 or 3 months go by and Ed Saunders fall down his well. He just up and fell down his well. Some people say it was ghosts of them men that was killed in that boxcar. That's how the story got started about the ghost of the Yellow Dog. And that's why Whiner Boy and I say Bernice ain't gonna sell that piano. All because of her daddy died over it.
All that's in the past. If my daddy had seen where he could have traded in that piano for some land of his own, it wouldn't be sitting up here now. He spent his whole life farming on somebody else's land. I ain't gonna do that. He couldn't do no better. His daddy come along, he had nothing to give him. All my daddy had to give me was his piano. And I'm not gonna let it sit up here and rot without trying to do something with it. And you and Whiner Boy know I'm right.
We ain't say what's right or wrong. What I'm trying to tell him is why we say Bernice ain't gonna sell that piano.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see why you say that now. I told Bo Willie he ought to stay up here with me.
You stay, I'm going back. Why I gotta stay up here and try to learn something to do when I already know how to farm? You stay and make your own way if that's what you want to do. I'm going back and live my life the way I want to live it.
Well, let me see what we got here, man. I ain't played this thing in a while.
Now why you won't tell that lie? I'm gonna get you off that piano the last time you was here. Go on, play something.
I'm rambling, gambling man. I gamble in any time. I ramble this world wide over. I ramble this world around. I had my ups and downs in life and bitter times I saw. But I never knew what misery was till I lit out Arkansas. I worked 6 months for the rascal. Joe Harris was his name. He fed the local Dodgers. They was as hard as any rock. My tooth was all got loose and my knees began to knock. That was the time I had to got in the state of Arkansas. I'm a traveling man, I travel around the world. I'm a traveling man, I travel from land to land. I'm a traveling man, I travel all around the world. Well, ain't no use writing no news, 'cause I'm a traveling man.
Who is that? Hey, boy!
Hey, Bernice.
My goodness! Oh! You and Bob Willie had this plan.
I didn't know he was gonna be here. I'm on my way home. I just stopped by to see you and Dope first.
Oh, it's good to see you. Boy, Bob Willie, I didn't see that truck out there. What you do with the watermelons?
Oh, we done sold all the watermelon. We done sold the truck too.
Well, Willie, I don't want none of your stuff. I told you what to do.
I'm just teasing you, woman. You can't take no teasing.
Boy, when you get here?
Just a little while ago, I caught the train from Kansas City.
All right. Well, let me go and change my clothes. I'll go ahead and fix you something to eat.
You ain't fix me nothing when I come.
Boy, Willie, leave me alone. Martha, come on and change your clothes, or you get them dirty.
The show is getting big, ain't she, Dope? And just as pretty as she wanna be. I ain't no crawly head in.
Hey, Lemon, come here. Let me see something for a minute.
Boy, Willie, what is you doing?
I'm trying to see how heavy this piano is. Get on over there.
Told you
Willie.
ain't taking that piano out here selling it.
Just as soon as I get them watermelons out that truck.
I got something to say about that.
This my daddy's piano.
He didn't get it by himself, man. Dope helped him.
He died by himself. What was you and Doka at then? Don't come talking to me about this piano. This is me and Bernice's piano. Am I right, Doka?
Yeah, you right.
All right. All right, come on, man. Get a real good grip on it now. All right, ready? Lift. All right, what you think?
It's heavy.
It wasn't heavy to me.
Oh, but you can move it. Only it ain't gonna be easy.
Well, let's put it back.
Boy, Willie, you gonna mess around with me one too many times, and God's gonna bless you and the West gonna dress you. Now leave that piano where it is. I done told you 100 times I ain't selling that piano.
I need this piano to give me some money so I can get Sutter's land, woman.
Money can't buy what that piano costs. You can't sell your soul for money. It won't go with the buy. It'll shrivel and shrink to know that you ain't taking on to it. But it won't go with the buy.
I ain't talking about all that. I'm talking about trading in this piece of wood for some land. Get something under your feet. Land is the only thing God ain't making no more of. I'm talking about something from which you get out of the ground from. This piano, you can't do nothing with this piano but sit up here and look at it.
And that's just what I'm gonna do. Why more you want some pork chop?
Now I'm gonna tell you the way I see it. The only thing that make this piano worth something is these carvings Papa Willie Boy put on here. That was my great granddaddy. Papa Boy Charles brought this piano into this house. Now I'm supposed to build on what they left me. This piano ain't doing nobody no good. That's just like if I let them watermelons sit out there on that truck and rot. I'd be a fool. Now, all right, if you say to me, well, whether I'm using this piano, I give out lessons on it, and that helped me make my rent or whatever. Then I have to go on and say, all right, Bernice using that piano, she building on it. I have to go on and find another way to get Suther's land. But don't just say, you ain't touched this piano the whole time it's been up here. So why you want to stand in my way? See, you're just looking at the sentimental value. That's all right, that's fine. Because I'll take off my hat whenever somebody mentions my daddy's name. But I ain't gonna be no fool about no sentimental value. You can sit up here for the next 100 years and look at this piano and what? It's just gonna be a piano. Now I wanna take this piano and get Suther's land with it. And as long as I got the land, I'm all right. I got the land, I get me some seed, and I can cash in on that crop. And as long as I got the land, I'll be fine. But this piano don't put out nothing else. Now, the kind of man my daddy was, he would have understood that. And I'm sorry you can't see it that way, but that's why I say I'm taking this piano out of here and I'm going to sell it.
You ain't taking that piano out of this house. Look at this piano. Look at it. Mama Ola rubbed this piano with her tears for 17 years. For 17 years, she polished it until her hands bled. And then she took the blood and rubbed it in and mixed it up with all the other blood that was on it. Every day that God breathed life into her body, she'd rub and clean and polish and pray over it. Play something for me, Bernice. Play something for me. Every day, I clean it for you. Play something for me, Bernice. You always talk about your daddy, but you ain't never stopped to think what his foolishness cost your mama. 17 years of cold nights in an empty bed. For what? For a piano? For a piece of wood? To get even with somebody? I look at you and you're all alike. You, Papa Boy, Charles, Whining Boy, Doka, Crawling, all of you. All this thieving and killing and thieving and killing. And what did it ever lead to? Nothing but more thieving and killing. People getting burned, people getting shot, people falling down their wells. It don't never stop.
Come on, Bernice. Ain't no sense of getting upset about it.
Now, I've done some stealing here and there, but I ain't never killed nobody. Rest of y'all got to speak for yourselves, but I ain't never killed nobody.
You killed Crawley just as sure as you could.
Now, that's just downright foolish. That's just downright ignorant. You ain't doing nothing but showing your ignorance. If the nigga was here, I'd whoop his ass for getting me in line and shot at.
Crawley ain't knew about that wood.
Crawley knew about that wood. He seen we was out there at night. Why else we gonna be out there? Them fellas run up on us and Crawley tried to bully them. Me and Lyman give in. Didn't seem to get killed. Make no sense to get killed over $50 worth of no wood.
Crawley ain't knew you stole that wood.
We ain't stole no wood. We was hauling wood for Jim Miller and throwing our bit down there by the side till we had enough to make a load. Them white fellas seen us and tried to run us off it. That's when we got Crawley. We was trying to help him keep the wolf from his door.
Me and Boy Willie told him about the wood. We told him some fellas might be trying to beat us to it. He said, let me go back and get my 38. That's what caused all the trouble. We had it about half loaded when they come up on us. It seemed they had the sheriff with them, so we tried to get away. We ducked around the bend in the creek, but they was there too. Boy Willie said, let's give in. But then Crawley started shooting. That's when they started shooting back.
All I know is Crawley would be alive if he hadn't gone with you.
I told you, woman, I ain't had nothing to do with Crawley getting killed. That was his own fault.
Crawley is dead and in the ground, and you still walking around here eating. If you hadn't come up there to get him to help you load the wood, he would still be alive today.
I told you, woman, I ain't had nothing to do with it.
He ain't here, is he? Is he? He ain't here, is he? He ain't here,
Bernice,
is he?
come on, man.
Is he?
Bernice,
He ain't here,
Bernice,
is he?
come on,
He
man.
ain't here,
Bernice, don't
is he?
shoot her.
He ain't
I'm
here,
agreeing with
is he?
you.
I'm
You
agreeing
don't
with
have to
you.
I thought you took that suit to the pawn shop.
Take it down there. You ain't gonna tell me to suit 12. Look at that. That's 100% silk. How is silk suit gonna get old? I know what it was. He just didn't want to give me $5 for it. Best he wanted to give me was $3. Silk suit worth $5 all around the world. I wasn't gonna let him have it for $3. I brought it back.
They got another pawn shop down in Wiley.
Took it down there. Man said he don't take no clothes. All he take is guns, radios, a guitar too. Where's Bernice?
She at work. Boy, Willie left out there early this morning, went down to meet Lyman. They must have got that truck fixed. They've been gone all day, ain't been back here yet. You know, Maritha's scared to sleep up there. Bernice don't know this yet, but I seen Sutter's ghost before she did.
Say what?
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago. I just come back from down there. He couldn't have been dead more than 3 days. I come out my room to go to work. He's sitting right there over on that piano, holding his head just like Bernice said he was. I think he broke his neck when he fell down that well.
Did he say anything? Did he ask for Boy Willie?
He ain't say nothing at all. He just sitting there. I walked on out, went out the door. Good thing he was sitting way over there on the other side of the room, cuz, Lord have mercy, I don't know what I would have done if he'd stood up and walked toward me.
Bernice said he called him Boy Willie's name.
He ain't say nothing. I ain't hear him say a thing. He just sitting there. Now, one morning I come out here and he's sitting over there playing the piano. At first I thought it was Bernice, but then I started thinking, she don't play that kind of music. I look back over there and them keys moving a mile a minute. You know Avery, you know Avery, right? He preacher. He coming by here to bless the house, but to hear him tell it, the Lord called his name, opened up the gates of heaven, called his name, told him to go out and preach and tend to his flock.
I got a question for you. How come that piano like that, man?
How come that piano like that? Yeah.
Bernice.
I believe that boy Willie didn't kill old Sutter. Sutter up here because of that piano. That's why I hear it. What Bernice needed to do was go ahead and get rid of it. That's the cause of all our troubles up here.
I agree with Bernice.
Shoot.
Boy, Charles ain't took that piano just to get it back. He took it because he felt he had more right to it than Sutter did. If Sutter can't understand that, that's just the way it goes. Sutter dead and gone. I don't care where his ghost is. He can hover around here and play that piano all he wants to. I want to see him carried out of here. That's what I want to see. Where's Bernice? I don't see how I let her get out of here on me this morning.
He was up there sleeping. Bernice left out here early this morning. She worked up on the hill, up on Squirrel Hill, cleaning houses for them big shots down at the steel mill. She can't be late. If she show up late, they ain't paying her car fare. Now, what kind of business you got with Bernice?
My business? I ain't asked you what kind of business you got.
If you're looking to catch Bernice to see if she has some money, she ain't got none. Now, if she go ahead and marry Avery, he working every day. If she go ahead and marry Avery, they be all right. But as it is right now, she ain't got no money.
Well, let me have $5.
I just gave you $1 the other day before you left out of here. You ain't gonna take my $5 and go out there and drink it up and gamble.
Oh, nigga, let me have $5. I can give it back to you.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Make it 7.
You go and take this $5 and bring my money back in here. Bring it all up there. How y'all do out there?
Ooh, they was lining up for him.
We couldn't sell them fast Tommy got one sold, we'd sell another.
I seen what was happening, I told Lyman to up the price
Well,
on
Willie
it.
told me to charge him a quarter more. They didn't care. A couple of people gave me $1 and told me to keep the change.
One fellow bought 5. Now I said, what he gonna do with 5 watermelons? He can't eat them all. So when he come up there to pay, I asked him if he wanna buy 5 more.
I ain't never seen nobody snatch $1 as fast as Boy Willie.
One lady asked me, say, is they sweet? I say, lady, when we plant these watermelons, we put sugar in the ground. You know she believed me. I told her, I said, lady, when we plant these watermelons, we put sugar with the seed. She said, well, give me another one. Them white folks are something else, ain't they not?
Oh, as soon as you holler watermelons, they come right at their door. Then they go and get their neighbors. It's like having a contest to see who buy the most.
I got something for you, Lyman.
I know you ain't gave me this little bit of money for all them watermelons you do, so.
Oh, I ain't done yet. That ain't all you got either. Where's all them quarters?
You don't worry about the quarters, just put some money on the table.
Look at that, Lyman. Look at his eyes getting big. He ain't never seen a suit like that. That's 100% silk. Try it on.
That's your friend.
That's your
So I got that suit in Chicago. You can't get a suit like that nowhere but in New York and Chicago. You can't get clothes like that up here in Pittsburgh. They ain't seen a suit like that up here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. This feel nice. This feel real nice and smooth.
That's a $55 suit. That's the kind of big shots wear. You need a pistol and a pocket full of money to wear this suit.
Go on and put it with the pants on, Lyman. Let me see it with the pants on.
When you put that suit on, man, you're gonna have the women falling off their windows when they see you there. Don't it look nice, though?
Yeah, that's a real nice suit.
How this look, Boy Willie?
That look nice. I mean, I don't go for all them dress up kind of clothes, but if you, it look real nice.
That's the kind of suit you need up here in the north, man.
$4 for everything. The suit,
The shirt, $1 extra. $4 for the whole dig.
hold up. $4 for everything. Suit and the shirt.
That's cheap. I should be charging you $20. I'm giving you a break because you my homeboy. That's the only reason I'm charging you $4.
Okay. Here go the $4.
You got some shoes?
Size 9.
That's what size I got. Size 9.
Where they at? Let me see.
They're real nice shoes too, just like you like them. Got pointed toes and everything.
Come on, let's go out tonight, Boy Willie. I want to see what's like up here. Maybe we go out to see a picture show? Hey, Doka, they got any picture shows out here?
Yeah, the Rumble Theater. It's down on Folger Street. You can't miss it. Got speakers out sitting on the sidewalk. Boy Willie know where it's at.
Let's go out tonight, Boy Willie. Let's go find some women.
Hey, Lyman, how many watermelons you said we got left out there on that truck? We got just under half a load, right?
About that much. Maybe a little more.
You think we get that piano on the back of there?
You stack them watermelons, you can sit it up right in the front there.
I'm gonna call that man tomorrow.
Here you go, Lon. Size 9. $3 and they're yours. You know that's a floor shine shoe. That's the kind of stag we wore.
You sure these size 9?
Man, you can see we got the same size shoe. That shoe with that suit, you're gonna be ready when you go out there. But is they gonna be ready for you? I'll tell you what, I'll give you a break. Just give me $2. All right.
Let's go out tonight, Boy Willie. I'll go upstairs and get ready. I'll be ready to go in a minute. Ain't you gonna get dressed?
I'm wearing what I got on. I getting dressed up for these city niggas. That's all Lyman ever talk about. is women.
His daddy was the same way. Me and him used to run together. You know, he dead now. I got that ring out of jail one time. He got to fight with this white fella. Sheriff lit on him like white on rice. His mama, me doing him run together. Went down there to pay the sheriff $100. Sheriff turned his nose up to that $100 and said, "They ain't gonna do him no good. You gotta put another 100 on top of that." She came down there when she knew I was playing this saloon. Said she had all but $50 of it. Well, what I figured, without that $50, they gonna put him down in parchment. They put him in parchment, you ain't gonna see him for 3 years. I give her the $50. Because I don't want to see nobody in jail for no 3 years. I gave her that $50. She invited me over to the house just as nice. I didn't ask her, but I figured I ought to go. And she said, "Come on over to the house." She didn't say nothing else. I went over there. I sat for 3 hours. I got ready to get up and go. She grabbed hold of me and said, "Baby, it's all night long." Ooh, that was the shortest night I ever spent on this earth. I needed another 8 hours. Londa's daddy got out, didn't say a word to me, just looked at me funny. He knew something happened between me and his mom. L.D. Jackson. That was one bad luck nigga. Got killed at a party. Fella came in and shot him thinking he was somebody else. Hey, Dope, you remember L.D. Jackson?
Yeah, that was Mama's daddy. That was one bad luck nigga.
Looks like you ready to railroad something.
Yeah, I gotta make a run.
How I look?
Oh, man. You look like $1 million, man. Don't you look good, Doctor? Hey, y'all want to play some cards?
Oh, no. Come on now. We ain't gonna play no cards with you, but we gonna go find us some women. Don't you play no cards with Wonder Boy. He gonna take all your money.
Lana, that's a magic suit you got on there. With a magic suit like that, you can get any woman you want. But you gotta know the magic words to get a woman. You know the magic words to get a woman?
Oh, I just talk to them. See if I like them and they like me.
First thing you say is, "You got the harbor, I got the ship." If that don't work, say, "Can I put you in my pocket?" First thing she gonna say is, "It's too small." That's when you look her dead in the eye and say, "Baby, ain't nothing about me small." And if that don't work, you move on to the next one. And my time's over.
This young man don't need you telling him how to pick up no women. They don't fall for all that kind of stuff up here. What they want is you to buy them presents. That's what women want these days.
Come on, Lama. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go find us some women.
Hey, I'm going with you. I want to see the women fall with their wonder when they see that.
Who is it?
It's me, Avery.
Oh, come on in, Avery. I was just about to take my bath.
Where's poor Willie? I see that truck out there almost empty. They done sold almost all them watermelons.
They was gone when I come in. I don't know where they went off to. Well, Willie around here about to drive me crazy. Go and sit down.
They sell them watermelon, they'll be gone soon.
What Mr. Cohen say about the place?
Oh, he said he'll let me have it for $30 a month. Talked him down from 35. Say he'll let me have it for 30.
It's not bad. It's a nice place next to Benny's Diamond Store.
Bernice, now I get to thinking about you up here and me down there. How it look to have a preacher that's not married. It makes for a better congregation to have a preacher that's settled down and married.
Avery, not now. I'm about to take my bath.
Bernice, now you know how I feel about you. Now, I done got the place for Mr. Carter. Gonna get the loan from the bank and I can fix that place up real nice. They even give me a 10 cents an hour raise down at the job. Now, I ain't got much in the way of comforts. I got a hole in my pocket near about as far as money is concerned, and I ain't never found a way through life to a woman that I care about like I care about you. I need that. I need somebody on my bottom side. I need a woman that fits in my hand.
Avery, I ain't ready to get married now.
You too young a woman to close up now, Bernice.
I ain't said nothing about closing up. I got a lot of women.
Where is it at? When's the last time you even looked at it?
That's a nasty thing to say. And you call yourself a preacher.
Any time I get anywhere near you, you push me away.
I got enough on my hands with Maritha. Got enough people to love and enough people to care for.
Who you got to love you, Bernice? Joker can't half say nothing to you. You jump all overboard, Willie. Who you got to love you?
You trying to tell me that I can't be nothing without a man? That a woman can't be nothing without a man? You can walk out of here without me, without a woman, and still be a man. That's all right. But everybody gonna worry about Bernice. How's she gonna take care of herself? How's she gonna raise a child without a man? What's she gonna do with herself? How's she gonna live like that? Everybody worried about Bernice. Everybody telling me I can't be a woman unless I got a man. Well, you tell me, Avery. You know. How much woman am I?
It wasn't me, Bernice. You can't blame me for nobody else. Now, I'll live up to my own shortcomings. But you can't blame me for crawling or nobody else.
I ain't blaming nobody for nothing. I'm just stating the facts.
Crawley been dead for 3 years. At some point, you gotta let go and go on. Life's got all kinds of twists and turns. That don't mean you give up on life. That don't mean you stop living. Crawley been dead 3 years. 3 years, Bernice.
I know how long Crawley been dead. I just ain't ready to get married yet.
What is you ready for, Bernice? You gonna drift along from day to day? Life's more than just making it from one day to another. You gonna look up one day and it's all gonna be past you. You gonna look up and it's all gonna be out of your hands and there's not gonna be enough left to make anything with. I'm standing here now, Bernice. But I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be standing here waiting on you.
I told you, when you get to church, we'll sit down and we'll talk about it. I got enough on my hands right now with Bo Willie and the piano and Sutter's Ghost. I thought I might have been seeing things, but Maritha done seen them too.
When that happened, Bernice?
The other day I come home from work, me and Bo Willie was arguing over the piano and Sutter's Ghost was standing at the top of the steps. Maritha don't want to sleep up there now. Maybe if you bless the house, he'll go away.
Oh, I don't know if I need to fool with anything like that.
I can't have Maritha scared to sleep up there. If you bless the house, he'll go home and leave.
You might have to be a special kind of preacher to do something like that, Bernice.
I keep saying when Bo Willie leaves, he'll go on and leave with him. I believe Bo Willie pushed him in that well.
That's been going on down there a long time. The ghost of the yellow dog been pushing folks in their well long before Bo Willie got grown.
Somebody down there pushing them people in their wells. They just ain't upped and fell. Ain't no wind pushing nobody in their well.
I don't know. The Lord works in mysterious ways.
He ain't pushing nobody in their well.
He caused it. God is a great causer. He can do anything. He parted the Red Sea. He said he'll smite my enemies. Why, the Reverend Thompson used to preach about the ghost of the yellow dog as the hand of God.
I don't care who preached what. Somebody down there pushing them people in their well. Somebody like Bo Willie. I can see him doing something like that. I believe he pushed Sutter in his well to get his land.
What Doker say about Bo Willie selling that piano?
Doker don't want no parts of it. He ain't never wanted no parts of it. He blames himself for not staying behind with Papa Boy Charles. He didn't want me to bring it up here, but I wasn't going to leave it down there.
Seems like somebody ought to be able to talk to Boy Willie.
You can't talk to Boy Willie. You've been like that all his life. Mama always used to have her hands full trying to talk to him. He's just like my daddy. Once he gets his mind set on something, you can't turn him from it.
You ought to put that piano down at the church. If you put it down at the church instead of the choir, if he seen you doing something with it, maybe he'd see it different. You ought to start a choir down at the church. You know, the Bible says, make a joyful noise unto the Lord. If he seen you doing something with it, you'd see it different.
Avery, I done told you, I don't play on that piano. And I don't know why you keep trying to talk about a choir. I stopped playing on that piano when my mama died. When she died, I shut the top of that piano and I ain't opened it since. The only reason I was playing on it was for her. Ever since my daddy died, she put her whole life into that piano. She said when I played, she could hear my daddy talking to her. She had Miss Eula come up and give me lessons. See, I believe that those spirits walk around the house, and see, when she was alive, I could hear her talking to them at night. I don't play that piano because I don't want to wake those spirits. They'd never be walking around in this house.
You got to put all that behind you, Bernice.
I got Martha playing on it. She don't know nothing about it. Let her go on and be a school teacher or something. She don't have to carry the burden of that piano.
You got to put all that behind you, Bernice. The same thing like Paul. Everybody got stones in their pathways. You got to walk around them or step over them. But you carry them with you. You don't have to carry them with you. You can walk over there now and play on that piano. You know, if you walk over there now, God will walk over there with you. You don't have to carry that sack of stones with you. You can set them down by the side of the road and you can walk away from it. You don't have to carry it with you, Bernice. Come on. Come on, Bernice. Come on and play Old Ship of Zion. You don't have to carry the past with you. You can walk over here now and you can claim it as an instrument for the Lord. You can make it into a celebration.
Avery, I done told you, I don't want to play that piano now or no other time.
The Bible says, the Lord is my refuge and my strength.
Yes.
With the strength of God, you can do anything, Bernice.
Yes.
You don't have to carry it with you. You can come over here and play. With God, you can move mountains. The strength of God can do anything. All you got to do is walk over here and you can claim it.
Avery, I'm going to take my bath. Why don't you come on back tomorrow?
Okay. Okay, Bernice. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home and I'm going to study up on my Bible.
Hallelujah.
And tomorrow,
Yes,
if the Lord be my strength tomorrow,
my Lord.
I'm going to come by
I'll be here.
and I'm going to show you the power of the Lord.
Hallelujah.
It's going to be all right,
It's
Bernice.
going to be all right.
God said he'll soothe the trouble one.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to come by tomorrow
I'll be here.
and I'm going to bless the house.
Come on in, this is my sister's house. Oh, come on in, I ain't gonna bite you.
Put on the light, I can't see.
All you need to see is this. And if you can't see me, you can feel me in the dark. How's that, sugar?
Come on now, wait.
Come on now, give me a little kiss.
Come on now, where am I gonna sleep at?
We got to sleep out here on the couch. It's all right, my sister don't mind. If Lima come back, he gonna have to sleep out there on the floor. He run off with Dolly somewhere. He better stay there. Come on, sugar.
Wait now, you ain't said nothing about no couch. I thought you had a bed. How the two of us gonna fit on this little old couch?
What difference it make? We can sleep out here on the floor and let Lima take the couch. Come on, sugar.
You ain't told me about no couch.
Girl, my granddaddy used to take women's on the backs of horses. What you need, a bed?
You show is country. I didn't know you was this country.
Oh, there's a lot of things you don't know about me. Let me show you what this country boy can do.
Let's go back to my place. I got a room with a bed, as long as Leroy don't come back.
Wait a minute, who's Leroy? You ain't say nothing about no Leroy.
He used to be my man. He ain't coming back. He left with some other gal.
You let him have your key?
He ain't coming back.
You let him have your key?
He got a key, but he ain't coming back. He left with some other gal.
Come on, let's stay here. I don't want to go nowhere. You might come. Come on, let me push your hood and check your oil. See if your bag is sharp. It's not going back to bed.
What you doing down here? What you done knocked over?
Ain't nothing but just this little land. Going back to bed.
Boy, Willie, you know I don't allow that kind of stuff in my house.
Allow what? We just sitting here talking.
You know I don't allow that in here.
Allow what? Grace, this is my sister Bernice. Bernice, this is Grace.
Well, Willie, you're going to have to bring your company back tomorrow. You can talk then.
Go on back upstairs now.
Well, Willie, I got an 11-year-old girl upstairs. I can't be allowing this kind of stuff in my
Ain't
house.
nobody talking about all that. We just talking.
Come on, let's go back to my place. I don't stay nowhere I ain't wanted.
Miss, I'm sorry, but he know I don't allow that kind of stuff in
You ain't
here.
got to be like this, Bernice.
You ain't got to tell me to leave but once. I don't stay no place I ain't wanted.
Why you gotta embarrass me in front of my company?
Go on, boy, Willie. Go on with your company.
How you doing, Bernice? I thought you'd be asleep. Boy, Willie been back here?
Oh, you just missed him.
I went out to see a picture show and never got there. We always end up doing something else. I was with this woman. She just wanted to drink up all my money, so I left her there. I came back here looking for Boy Willie.
Well, you just missed him. You just left out here a little bit ago.
They got some nice looking women in this city. I'm gonna like it up here real good. I like how they got them dresses on. They got them high heels. I like that. Make them look real precious. Boy, Willie been a real nice one today. Wish I met him before he did.
Well, he come in here with some woman. I told him to go and take that stuff somewhere else.
What was her name? The woman he was with.
For what?
Was she a brown skinned woman? About this tall. Nice and healthy. Got nice hips on her.
She out on a red dress.
That's her. That's Grace. Oh, she real nice. Laugh a lot of fun to be with. She don't be trying to put on. Some of these women around here trying to act like they Queen of Sheba. I don't like them kind. Grace ain't like that. She real nice with herself.
I can't tell you what she was like. Boy, Willie come in here all drunk, knocking stuff over. I told him to take that stuff out of here. I can't say what she was like.
Oh, she real nice. I seen her when I come into the saloon. I was trying not to act like I seen her. I wanted to look at her a while before I said something. She seen me when I come to the saloon. I was trying to act like I didn't see her. Time I look around, Boy Willie was talking to me. That's when her friend Dolly came. I asked her if she wanted to go to the picture show. She told me to buy her a drink while she thought about it. Next thing I know, she done had 3 drinks talking about she too tired to go. So I left her there, and Boy Willie was gone, so I came back looking for him. Dope gone, huh?
Oh, yeah. This is usually when I can get things done, get some peace and quiet. Maritha's sleeping.
She looked just like you. She got them big eyes. I remember her when she was in diapers.
Yeah. Time go on with or without you. She going on 12.
Oh, she real pretty. I like kids.
Well, Willie said you're going to stay up here. How you going to manage in this big city?
Oh, they ain't never gonna get me back down there. The sheriff's looking for me. All because they're gonna try and make me work for somebody when I don't want to. They're gonna try and make me work for Stover when he don't pay nothing. It ain't like that up here. Up here, you more or less do what you want to. I figure I'd get me a job and see what the air brings.
Yeah.
Tried to do that 2 or 3 times down there. Never did work out. I was always in the wrong place.
It's not so bad up here once you learn your way around. It's not too bad.
Up here, it's different. You make me a job, I'm loading a boxcar or something. One fella told me he know a place. I'm gonna go down there with him next week. Me and Boy Willie finish on the watermelons. I have enough money to hold me over for a while. But I'm gonna go down there and see what kind of jobs they got.
Well, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. It's all in how you present yourself. Now see, boy Willie, somebody hire him, they got a whole heck of trouble on their hands. As soon as they figure that out, they're fired.
Ah, yeah. I know. I told him, let's go down to the picture show. See if there's any women down there. They might get tired of sitting at home and go down to them. He said, he want to look around first. We never did get down there. We tried 2 or 3 places, and then we hit the saloon. That's when he met Grace. Tried to meet her before he did, but he beat me to it. We left Wine Boy down there, running his mouth. He told me if I wear this suit, I'd find me a woman. He was almost right.
I would tell you something, you don't want to get stuck down there in them saloons. It's not a life for it. The women down there, one of them liable to cut you, as the other one shoot you. It's a fast life. Make you old quick. I don't know what them women be thinking about down there.
Well, mostly they be lonely and look for somebody to spend the night with them. Sometimes it matters who it is, and sometimes it don't. I used to be the same way. But now it got to matter. That's why I'm here now. Y'all are liable not to recognize me if you see me again. I don't like women like that. I like my women to be with me in a nice and easy way. The way I see it, we're the only 2 people like us in the whole world. Gotta see how we fit together. A woman that don't take the time to do that, I don't bother with. Used to bother with all of them. Then one time, I woke up with this woman. I didn't even know who she was. She was the prettiest woman I had ever seen in my life. I spent the whole night with her and didn't even know it. I'd never taken the time to look at her. I guess she kind of knew I ain't never really looked at her. She must have, because after that, she didn't want to see me no more. I believe if she had wanted to see me, we might have got married. How come you ain't married? It just seemed like to me you would be married. I remember Avery from down home. We just used to call him plain old Avery. Now we got to call him Reverend Avery. It's kind of funny about him becoming a preacher.
Yeah.
I like how he told how it come to me in a dream about them sheep people and them hobos. Nothing ever come to me in a dream like that. I just dream about women. Can't ever seem to find the right one.
She's out there. You just keep looking. You'll find her.
I figure I get me a job, get a nice place, get it set up so I can make a woman comfortable. I might go ahead and get married. Avery's nice. You ought to go ahead and get married. You're married a preacher, you won't have to work. I hate living by myself. I didn't want to be no strain on my mama, so I left home when I was about 16. Everything I tried since then just seemed like it would work out. Now I'm trying this.
Yeah, it'll work out for you. Just give yourself some time.
You ever been down to the picture show?
No, I don't go in for all that.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't like gambling and sinning. I went to one down in Jackson once. It was fun.
No, I just stay here, take care of Marissa.
Well, it's getting kind of late. I don't know where boy Willie went off to. He liable not to come back. I'm gonna take off these shoes. My feet hurt. Oh, was you in bed? I don't mean to be keeping you up.
Oh, no. I couldn't go back to bed after Bo Willie woke me up.
You got on that nightgown. I like when women wear them pretty night clothes and all. It makes the skin look real pretty.
No. It's not so fancy. I got it at the 5 and 10 cent store.
I don't too often get to see a woman dressed like that. Well, I'm gonna sleep here on the couch. Wine boy sold me this suit. He told me it was a magic suit. He said if I wear this suit, I'd get me a woman. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow and see if get me one like he say. I almost forgot I had this. Some man sold this to me for $1. And he say it come from Paris. He say it's the same kind of perfume the Queen of France wears. I don't know if that's true or not. I smell it. You smell pretty good to me. Hey, you smell it. I was gonna give it to Dolly, but I didn't like it too much.
Smells nice.
I was gonna give it to Dolly if she went to the picture show with me. Here, you take it.
No, you keep it. You give it to me. You'll find somebody to give it to. You keep it.
No, I wanna give it to you. Make you smell nice.
You keep that.
They say you're supposed to put it behind your ear. Put it right there, and you smell nice all day. I smell real good now. You smell real good for lime.
Lyman, come on, get up. Lyman, get up. I done called the man about
What you want?
I done called the man about the piano.
What piano?
Nigga, get up.
Why you leave? Look around for you, was gone.
I came back here with Grace and I went looking for you. I figured you'd be with Dolly.
She just wanted to drink and spend up your money. I came back looking for you, see if you want to go to the picture show.
I was up at Grace's house. Some nigga named Leroy came back there. I had to have the chair up against the door. He got mad when he couldn't get in. When he left from out of there, I got on out of there. Then I came back here. I came back here first with Grace and Bernice got mad.
She says he was knocking over the lamp, busting up the place.
That was Grace doing all that.
My boy seen he saw his ghost last night.
Why them boy liable to see anything? I'm surprised he found the right house. Now come on, I done called the man about the piano.
What'd he say?
He said to bring it on out. I called him and I said I was calling for my sister, Miss Bernice Charles, and told him another man wanted to buy the piano for about $1,100, and I wanted to see if he'd go any better. He said, yeah, he'd go about $1,150 if it was the same piano. I described it to him and he told me to bring it on out.
Why don't you tell him to come and pick it up?
This way it'd be out the way and we ain't got to fool with Bernice. And besides, he wanted to charge an extra $25.
Should have told the man he was gonna give you $1,200 for it.
I figured I was taking a chance with that $1,100. Now I wish I would have told him $1,200. $1,250 in fact. It's hard to figure out white people sometimes.
Mine's been able to tell him anything. White folks got a lot of money.
Come on now, let's get this piano out of here. Come on, get on your side. Don't you worry about this side, just get on your side. You want to stretch your back for a minute?
I'm ready.
All right, come on, get a good grip on it.
I got this, and you get that.
All right, I got it.
I got
ready?
good grip. You get
All
that.
right, ready? Lift.
Man, this piano's heavy.
Come on, we done it before. Slide your way down.
Nigga, you crazy. This piano weighs 500 pounds.
I got 300 pounds of it. I know you can lift 200 pounds of it. You was lifting cotton sacks down home. Now come on.
It's stuck. Something holding it.
Piano gonna be stuck. You on your side and lift on your head.
Hey, Doka, how does big old piano get in the house?
Boy, what you doing?
I'm carrying this piano out this house. What it look like I'm doing? Come on, Lana.
Go and let that piano sit there till Bernice come home.
Bernice ain't got to say nothing. I'm taking this piano out of here and I'm gonna sell it.
This is my house, nigga.
This
I
is
ain't
my
gonna
piano.
shoot or
I
no
don't need
one
your
else
permission to
carry
carry
me
my
out of my
belongings
house.
out of your
Got my
house.
permission. Go on, nigga, sit there. Like I said, till Bernice get home.
Go on, Joker. This is my business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. I ain't trying to fool with you now. Just go on.
All right, go ahead and cut that piano in half. Cut it two if you want to. You take your half out myself, but I can't let you take Bernice's half out of it.
I don't care what Bernice say. Just go on. Come on.
How are we gonna get into the truck?
Don't worry how we gonna get in the truck. We gotta get out the
It's
house.
gonna
first.
take more than me and you to
Just lift up on the end.
Oh, really? I said leave that piano sit there till Bernice get home.
All right. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna get me some rope, get me some wood and some wheels. I'm coming back here. I'm gonna take this piano out of here and I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna give Bernice half the money. Now that's what I'm gonna do. And you or nobody else is gonna stop me. Come on, Lonnie.
That's what I thought. Go on.
I'll see you later, though.
Yeah, shoot with me.
Now that's when the white people got found out in their wells. You ever seen a well? A well got a wall around it. You got to be leaning way over. But couldn't nobody figure too much what was making these fellas fall down their well. So everybody said it must be the ghost of the yellow dog. That's what they called them four men what got burned up in that boxcar.
Why they call them that?
Because the y'all see Gulfstream Railroad got yellow boxcars. And sometimes the way the whistle blows, sound like an old dog howl. That's why they call it the yellow dog.
Do they ever see the ghosts?
They like the wind. Can you see the wind?
No.
They like the wind. But if you go up down there and call out their names, they say they talk back to you. If you go to where the you go to where the two railroads cross each other and call out their names, and they say they talk back to you. I don't know. I ain't never done that. But Uncle Wine Boy say he done been down there. You'd have to ask him about that part.
Maritha, go on, get ready for you to do your hair. Boy, Willie, I told you, leave my house. Come on, Maritha.
Here, I'll go up here with you. And if we see Sutter, I'll put a whoop on him. Come on, Uncle Bo Willie gonna go with you.
Joker, what's going on over here?
I come home, him and Lyman over there trying to move that piano. I told him to sit there till you got home.
I ain't playing with Boy Willie. You don't know I got Crawley's gun upstairs. You taking that piano out this house. Where did Lyman go?
Boy, Willie sent him to go get some more rope. Get left out of here right before you come home.
I ain't studying Boy Willie, Lyman, all that broke. He ain't taking that piano out this house. That's all there is to it.
You see him
Mom,
coming
all
past
the
her?
entries still are great, but they could have been better.
Oh, here. You going across the street and you buy another piano. You come straight back. You mind them cars too. Don't be out there playing. You come straight back. Hurry up now. Boy, Willie, I told you to leave my house.
I ain't in your house, I'm in Doka's house. If Doka tell me to leave, I'll go on and leave. But consider me done left your part.
Joker, tell him to go on and leave. Tell him to get out of here.
I done told you two already. If you can't get along, just don't have nothing to do with each other already.
I ain't thinking about Bernice. There! Now consider me done left your part of the house. I'm just waiting on Lyman to get back here with that truck so I can take that piano out of here and sell it.
You ain't touching that piano.
You say Avery's coming past here to bless the house?
What Avery gonna do? Avery can't do nothing with me. I wish Avery would say something to me about this piano.
She ain't say nothing about that. Avery going home to get his Bible, come back here and bless his house, and hopefully get rid of Sutter's ghost.
What he looking to chase away somebody's ghost for? Ain't nothing but a house full of ghosts down there at that church.
Well, will it leave me alone?
I ain't thinking about you. The Bible say an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a life for a life. Tit for tat. But you and Avery don't want to believe that. You're going to act like that part ain't in there. You're going to go at the Bible halfway, but ask Avery. He'll tell you it's in there. good shepherd unless he gonna shepherd you to heaven with half the Bible.
Keep messing with me.
I ain't thinking about you.
Why you gotta keep messing with her? Why don't you just leave her alone? Why don't you go out there in the streets and find something so you can have something to tell the fellas back home?
I ain't thinking about Bernice, and I ain't thinking about going out there. You go out there. You ain't got to work tomorrow. It's Friday night.
I got to stay around here to keep you two from killing one another.
You ain't got to worry about me. You ought to be talking to Bernice. You know what she told her earlier? Sitting there telling her she wish she was a boy. I told her, how's that supposed to make her feel? You got her going around here in the world like there ain't no part of it belong to her, like she going wrong in the world.
Boy, Willie, when you get you a child and you can teach it what you want to teach it.
What I want to bring a child into this world for? What I want to bring a child into all this for? I tell you this, if I was Rockefeller, I'd make 40 or 50. I'd make one every day. You know why? Because they're going to start off in life with all the advantages. I ain't got no advantages to offer nobody. Many is the time I see my daddy looking off at his hands. I get a little older, I knew exactly what he was thinking. I got these big old hands, but what am I going to do with them? Best I can do is make a 50-acre crop for Mr. Stover. Got these big old hands capable of doing anything. Where's the tools? All I got is these hands. Unless I go out here and kill somebody and take what they got. It's a long road hole for me to get something of my own, but all I got is these hands. And what am I going to do with them? What would you do? If you teach that girl that she's living at the bottom of life, she's going to grow up and hate you.
Well, Willie, I'm going to teach her the truth. This is where she is. She ain't got to stay here.
Doka, you hear that? Bernice saying that all folks is living, colored folks is living at the bottom of life. Is that how you see yourself? Are you living at the bottom of life?
I'm just trying to live my life the best I know how. I ain't thinking about no top or no bottom.
That's what I was trying to tell Bernice. I don't know where she got that from. That sounds like something Avery would say. Everything because the white man give him a turkey on Thanksgiving, that make him better than everybody else. Now, that's supposed to raise him at the bottom of life. But I don't need nobody to give me no turkey. I give my own turkey. Get on out my way, give me 2 or 3 turkeys.
You can't even get a chicken, let alone two. Get out your way. Ain't nobody in your way. Straighten your head up, Bertha.
Now, I'm going to tell you something about me.
That's all you got going for you is talk. Your whole life. That's all you do is talk, talk, talk.
Now, I done strung along, going this way or whichever way would lead me to a moment of peace. That's all I want. To be easy with everything. But I wasn't born to that, no. I was born to a time of fight. But my mama ain't birthed me for nothing. So what I gotta do? I gotta mark my passing on the road, just like you right out there on a tree. Boy Willie was here. That's all I'm trying to do. Do like my daddy done. Make a mark. My heart said for me to sell this piano, to live my life in my own way. But other than that, I ain't thinking about what Bernice got to say. Nigga, where you? Oh, I thought you was somebody else. Hey, Bernice, look who's here.
Come on in, Avery. Don't pay Boy Willie no mind.
Hey, Avery, tell me this. Can you go to heaven with half the Bible?
Boy Willie.
I just asked the man a question. He can answer for himself. He don't need you to speak for him. Avery, can you go to heaven with half the Bible, or do you have to have the whole Bible? Or when you die and see Jesus, he gonna ask you why you ain't believed in the whole Bible, then he gonna send you straight to hell.
You gotta be born again. Jesus said, if any man enter the Father, he must be born again, and if any man hear my words and believeth them not, he shall be cast into a fiery pit.
That's what I was trying to tell Bernice. I told her she can't go at nothing halfway. You hear that? Jesus said you gotta have it all.
Don't messing with me, Boy Willie.
I ain't thinking about you.
Come on in, Avery, have a seat. Don't pay neither one of these two of mine. They ain't been doing nothing but arguing all day.
How's everybody in here?
Come on in, Avery. Have a seat. Boy Willie been bothering me ever since I come home from work.
Well, Willie ain't bothering you, but Willie ain't bothering nobody. I'm just waiting on Lyman to get back here with that truck. You done heard the man say I was right, and you still don't want to believe it. You're going to go on and pretend like that part ain't in there. But there's Avery, there's the preacher. Go on and ask him.
Come on, Bernice believe in the Bible.
Well, what about the part that
say
say an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a life for a life? What about that part?
What did they say down at the bank, Avery?
Oh, they talk to me real nice. Believe they're gonna give me the loan. I told Bernice, I give me my church, I can get married and settle down.
That'll be real nice. Y'all ought to go ahead and get married. That's what I told Bernice. You working every day, you ought to be able to get that loan.
I'm getting more and more folks in the church every day.
Well, just so you know, I didn't say I was getting married. I said I was thinking about it.
You all ought to go ahead and get married. Avery working to get that church. You all do all right. Bernice said you was coming by here to bless the house.
Yeah, she asked me to come by. I studied up on my Bible.
Ain't no ghosts in this house. Go on up there and see if you see him. I'll give you $100 if you see him.
If his blessing the house is gonna make Bernice feel better, what you got to do with it?
Bernice said Maritha's seen him too. I found the passage in the Bible to bless the house. If he's in here, it ought to make him go.
You worse than Bernice talking about if he in there. Go on up there and see if you seen him. I've been up there and I ain't seen him. If you blessing the house gonna make him leave out of Bernice's imagination, well, hell, you might be right. But if you talking about,
Would you just be quiet, boy, Willie? Why you want to get all up in the man's business? Go ahead and let him do what he's gonna do.
where you been, nigga? You done run off somewhere and I'm waiting on you?
I ran into Grace. I stopped to buy her a drink. She said she's gonna go to the picture show with me.
I ain't thinking about no Grace nothing.
Oh, hi, Bernice.
Give me that rope and get on that side.
Boy, Willie, don't you start nothing now.
Get that boy from over there. Stay out of this, Doka.
How you gonna take that piano out of here? Bernice ain't say what she gonna do with it. Bernice ain't say she gonna sell it.
Bernice ain't got to say nothing. Lyman, come on over on this side. We gotta lift this piano one side at a time and make sure that board don't slide up under there.
What are we gonna do with the rope?
Don't you worry about the rope. You let me worry about the rope.
Boy Willie, Bernice, y'all ought to try to talk this thing out now.
Ain't nothing to talk out.
I'm through talking to Bernice. You can talk to Bernice till you get blue in the face and it don't make no difference. Come on over here, Lyman.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, boy, Willie. Bernice got to say. Hey, Bernice. Did you tell boy Willie he went to his piano?
But Willie ain't taking nothing out this house except himself. That's all there is to it.
Come on over here, Lyman. What you standing there for, nigga? Come on over here.
Maybe Bernice is right. Maybe you shouldn't sell the piano.
Y'all ought to try to talk this thing out and come to an agreement.
That's what I've been trying to tell him. Seemed like one of them would respect the other one's wishes.
I wish boy Willie would leave my house. That's what I wish. Now he gonna leave. He can respect that because he gonna leave here one way or the other.
What you mean one way or another? What's that supposed to mean? I ain't afraid of no gun.
Come on, Bernice, leave him alone with that.
I'm taking this piano out of here and I'm selling my half. I can't help it if her half gotta come along with it. It ain't like I'm trying to cheat her out of nothing. Come on over here, Lyman.
Bernice, I got to do this. But Willie said he's gonna give you half the money. He said he gotta get Sutter's land.
You go on, Lyman. I already told boy Willie what to do.
Come on, Lyman, tie that rope to that leg.
But Willie, you sure you want to do this? Now, the way I figure it, I might be wrong, but I think she's gonna shoot you first.
She just gonna have to shoot me.
Maritha, get on out the way. Dopa, get out the way.
Go
Get
on
in
and
the
do what your
room.
mama told you.
Go on down.
Boy, Willie! What you got? I know you got a pint stuck up here somewhere. Come on,
Why
man.
the boy get out the way now? Just
Stop
get
it.
out the way.
Doctor, give me a drink. I need a drink, man.
Nigga, go on up there and go lay down. You done had too much to drink already.
I ain't trying to lay down. Me and boy Willie great party. Ain't that right, boy Willie? I'm gonna play me some piano. Watch this.
Why the boy get out the way? We fixing to move this
Wait a
piano.
minute. Wait a minute. I wrote this song for Cleotha. I wrote this in memory of Cleotha. Hey, little woman, what's the matter with you now? Had a storm last night and blew the lines down. Tell me how long is I got to wait?
taking this piano.
Why is
You're not taking that
Mommy!
You're not taking that piano.
I ain't sitting in that truck all day. I thought you said you was gonna be right
I
back.
told you I was coming back.
Lyman, take your company somewhere else.
Hi, boy, Willie. Mom said you're going back down south.
I told you he was going back. I didn't say he left already.
That's what you told me.
Oh, Bernice, this is Grace. Grace, that's Bernice. That's 4 Willie's sister.
Mm-hmm, nice to meet you. I ain't sitting in that truck all day. I thought you said you were gonna take me to a movie.
You're supposed to wait on me. I told you I was doing something first.
Lyman, you need to take Grace or whoever somewhere else. You just need to go on and leave my house.
You gonna help me move this piano first, nigga.
I ain't sitting in that truck all day. You said you'd be right back, and now you got to move a piano? Just like all the other men. Something ain't right here. I knew I should have come back to this house.
Hey, Grace!
When you
I'm
go,
going.
you
gotta take Grace
gonna
on.
move
I gotta
this
take
piano
Grace on.
first.
Right back.
Hey, Doc.
Did you feel that? Hey, Bernice, did you get called? Hey, Dope,
What you calling me for?
I believe that's Sutton.
If he up there, let him stay up there as long as he ain't messing with me.
Avery, come on, bless the house.
Avery, if you gonna bless anything, you better bless that piano. That's what you need to bless.
If you're gonna bless anything, let him bless everything. Upstairs, the kitchen, all of it. Let him bless it all.
You need to bless Bernice's head. That's what he needs to bless.
Well, it seems like the piano's the problem. I'm gonna bless that. Bernice, give me some water in this bottle. And then take this candle. Be sure it doesn't go out. Holy Father, we come today to cast out the spirit of one James Sutton. We ask that this vow be blessed with thy Holy Spirit. May the drops be a weapon against the spirits of evil. May it be a cleansing and a blessing to this humble abode. As our Father taught us to pray, I will prepare a place for you in the presence of mine enemies. And so it is written, I will sprinkle clean water upon thee, and ye shall be.
Oh, hell, all this old preaching stuff, just tell him to leave.
Get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind the face of the righteous one. We glorify his holy name. Get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind the face of the righteous one.
Hey, Sutter! Sutter!
Get thee behind
Get your ass out this house, Sutter! Come on, get some of this water, Sutter! You done drowned in that well. Come on and get you some of this water, Sutter! Get your ass out this house, Sutter! Come on, Sutter! Come on and get you some of this water! Come on and get you some.
water upon thee, and ye shall be clean. Ye shall be clean. Ye shall be clean. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Hey, Wonder Boy, you ready to go back down home? Doka, we still got time to catch that train.
Oh yeah, you got time to make it.
Hey, Bernice, you and Maritha better keep playing on this piano. Ain't no telling. Me and Sutter both might be back.